guys, welcome back or welcome to my channel, Live Now Wags of Wonder. My name's Olivia, so happy you're here today. If you're new, I would love it if you hit that subscribe button or leave a like if you want, and if not, no worries, that's totally okay. In today's video, I'm going to be discussing you 10 things to prep for your dog. Now, this is not just like my last videos when I was specifically talking about service dogs, but this is just for any dog in general. Now, let's get right to it. Alrighty, hey guys. Well, here we go. Number 1, the 10 things to prep for a dog, and that is have your money planned out. Financially, make sure you have the money and time and energy for this. Those 3 things. I guess you could say that was 4 other things, but no. Have your money planned out. Do you have enough money for paying for the health for the dog? Do you have enough money to make sure you can get food for the dog? Do you have enough money to make sure you get all of the objects that the dog needs? Things like that. That is very important to have ready, because when you get the dog, and if you don't have the money, it would be really sad, but there has been times when people have to get rid of their dogs because they cannot financially afford for one. And I don't want that to happen to you, so make sure you prepare and have your finances set correctly. Alright, number 2. Will you have time for a dog? Are you going to be spending time with this dog? Are you just going to let it just stay in your house all day? Like, do you have energy in yourself and time in your everyday life to take the dog for a walk, go for a hike, go explore something new, take the dog to a dog park? Or do you have the money to go bring it to a doggy daycare or have a pet sitter? Things like that. It's very important to ask yourself that question, because sometimes when we don't, we can neglect our dog, and sometimes we may not have be in the best situation to have time for this dog. So make sure that you're not buying a dog out of impulse, and to make sure that you're following through with, are you going to have time for this dog? Alright, number 3, dog gear. This is my favorite thing to talk about because I love spending money. Yes, it's an issue of mine and I'm trying to work on it, but do you have all the things you need for your dog? Now, in my last video, one of my first video, I made a video about dog gear essentials. I'll leave it up here and you guys can go check it out if you'd like. But I talked about the things that I got for my service dog in training, and things that I got for the dog just in general. And these are all things that you guys can get for your dog, and I would definitely go check it out. But I go into a lot more detail for why I got those things and what they're used for. But just to make sure you have all the things you need for a dog. Do you have a puzzle treat thing for the dog? Do you have a crate? All of those things before you get the dog, so that you're not being underprepared, and you want to be over-prepared before you get a dog, is basically what I'm trying to say. Alright, number 4. Know what breed you want. There are going to be so many people telling you out there, oh my gosh, this dog's the best breed. This dog is the best breed because A, B, and C. Do what's best for you. Are you a person who's going to go exercise every single day and climb up a mountain and do all those things? Well, then get a dog that's meant for that. Don't get a small little Shih Tzu Maltese dog, right? You get the dog that best fits your lifestyle. Now, there are so many breeds out there that are amazing, and breeds to look into and see what's best for you. So just make sure you do your research and you know what breed you want. Alright, number 5. Prepare your home. You don't want to have a place where your dog's going to come to and it's going to be chewing up wires and everything, especially as a puppy and they go through that teething phase. You want to make sure that you have anything in your home that your dog cannot get into. So basically, like how humans prepare for their baby, like prepare your house like that is basically what I'm trying to say. You're not gonna want to keep out things that are of value to you, and you're gonna want to make sure that you basically puppy proof and dog proof your home. because as the dog gets older, it will definitely phase out of those things. But just to make sure in the beginning of your journey, to make sure that for your dog in general, they have a safe environment. So you're keeping yourself safe and you're keeping your dog safe. That's really important. Oh, and also another thing, preparing your home doesn't mean the tangible objects in your home, but prepare the animals in your home in whatever way you can. And I'm saying now this means you can't train a gecko to like a dog. I mean, if you can, I want to see this. And if you have a video or know someone who does that, do that. But you can't train a reptile to know that you're having a dog. What I mean by this is like kids. If you have family that are thinking about or wanting a dog, like make sure you tell them and let them know and be prepared, or at least somebody in the family knows that you're getting a dog and you're going to prepare the home for the way it's supposed to look. And then also to prepare your cats or other animals that you have in your house to make sure that they also get along with other animals in the house and that there's not going to be any fighting going on between getting a new puppy in the house. So have your affairs set in order for your kids and your animals in your house. Alrighty, number 6. Alright, know the breed well. Olivia, what does this mean? Well, know the dog breed at which you are getting to a T. Understand the ins and outs of what that breed was bred for, and also what their pros and their cons are. Every breed out there has pros and cons. You need to know what breed is going to be best for you based off what I said earlier on your lifestyle, but also based off of what do you want in a dog. Do you want a dog who's going to be barking all the time and going to be chewing up on a lot of things? Then I recommend not getting which I had earlier, Shih Tzu Maltese. They bark all the time. So just know the types of dogs, of what they do and what they're bred for. Super important. All right, number 7. Have people to lean on to for support. Now I mean this with the sincerity of my heart. Just know the people you have around you are there for you. And if you don't have people like that, you can find them. Because I believe in you. And I want you to know that people around you who love you and support you and care for you will only want to help you in the goodest of ways. So when you get a dog, make sure to have people to be like, hey, I'm struggling today, or I'm not doing so well. Can you come over and help watch my dog for me for a bit? Or have people on your side too, for in a case of emergency, who needs to watch your dog, or have a doggy daycare place. Just know that you have people in your corner to support you, and know who those people are, and say, hey, like have a sit down conversation, A to B, say, hey, in this case, the situation, I may need you to watch my dog. Are you willing to? Say yes or no, then go from there. That's what I mean about having people to lean on to for support, because getting a dog is going to be difficult. There are not going to be all these butterflies and rainbows that you see all the time. Don't get me wrong, there will be, but you're not going to have it 100% of the time. All right, number 8. Have a trainer set up. Service dog trainer, just a normal agility trainer, whatever it is, have at least a trainer or somebody who knows how to train a dog, who may not have their certification in training a dog. Be like, hey, this is how you train a dog. Because the number one thing out there in the dog community is to have a well-behaved dog. You don't want a dog that's going to be jumping and lunging onto people, barking, biting other people. So it's in order to have a well-rounded dog out in the community and with the people that you're around, you need to have a trainer. And that's, I believe, one of the biggest things to have to prepare for your dog. All right, number 9. This is with a question, so heed with caution, but pet insurance. Now, I don't know if this is something that everyone's getting now due to the respiratory canine infection that's going around, or that it's just something that is catching people's eyes now, but there has been so many ads on my Instagram telling me that I should get this insurance or this pet insurance. I will say, number one, do your research on what you think is going to be best for you and your dog. Not a single dog out there may need insurance, right? Some dogs just stay in the house and chill, and they're fine in the house and they don't really get out. Maybe that dog doesn't need pet insurance, maybe it does. Based off of your situation and doing your research, pet insurance for me is what I'm gonna do because I want to protect my dog, and if I'm putting so much money into my dog, I don't want to not be willing to put down a dog if I can save the life if I have pet insurance, if that makes sense. All right, last and not, which leads into the next one, number 10, have a veterinarian. So whenever you get a dog, you always need to have a vet near you. This is just for being safe and precautionary for your dog. You don't want to be in a situation where all of a sudden your dog has Lyme disease because they got bitten by a tick and you don't know what to do and you don't have a vet set up already. So have a veterinarian set up, because in that example, there will be many emergencies that you need to jump up and be like, oh my gosh, I need to take my dog to the vet, and you'll have that. But there also are, like, VCA is what I have in my area, which is veterinary care or veterinary care animal or something, but it's a hospital for dogs and they're open like 24/7. So if you have it in your area, maybe you don't need a vet, but to also just keep that option open for having a vet. All right, guys, that is the end of this video. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate you sticking around with me to watch the 10 things to prep for a dog. If you haven't yet, go ahead and hit that subscribe button or hit that like if you'd like. I'm really happy you joined me today. And just to always keep this in your head and to remember, and I'll tell you every single time, you are loved and you are so strong. All right, guys, I'll see you in the next video. Bye.